What's up? It's your boy Mace, and I'm about to react to a 360 Jeezy video. He's a barber, a pretty good one. He also has some of the best waves on the internet. When he had waves, I'll give him his credit. And I got waves, so and I even learned some ways. I remember during COVID watching some of his videos how to cut my own hair. But let's get into the video.
Things you need to know about cutting a waver, and one thing you need to know about being a barber. First thing you need to know is keep the fade as low as possible. How you do that is by starting with the highest guard that you're going to use and blending down from there. Knowing how high you're going to stop is important because you don't want to go any higher than that. By blending down, it forces you to keep the fade low.
Boy, he made that back. The back of the taper looked very smooth. He got down to it very easily. But this dude got some nice grade of hair too. See, it's a whole lot harder to be a coarse waver. This is like a curly head waver, but he got some nice hair. Still got to put the work in, brushing your hair.
Next tip is to take the front lineup down a guard size lower. But if you didn't take anything off the top, I would go with a 2 guard because that brings it down to a perfect length. Because when wavers brush, they don't want any overhang after you give them a haircut. So if you take it down a guard size lower, that will prevent that from happening. And the last tip.
Well, see, I disagree. I disagree with that. You know, I got waves and I like overhang. I disagree with that right there. Hey, you gotta cut all that overhang. To each his own. But you ain't gotta cut all that overhang, man. Sometimes with waves, it can look good without an edge up and just overhang.
Is to give us a crispy lineup, all right? Make sure everything is on point. Make sure our lineup is straight. Ultimately, just keep it natural and clean. So in the client perspective, as a waver client, the one thing barbers need to know, it's not about what the barber wants, it's about what the client wants. Wavers don't care about a stretched out blend. We care more about our waves than anything. So keep the taper as low as possible. Stop being in your head about it need to be stretched out and trying to impress other barbers. It's about doing what the client wants. And as wavers, we want to keep most of our waves down to the shoreline as possible.